And what if the Iraqi military can't take back Tikrit from ISIS? Is that a sign and a very bad one? Well, General Bob Scales is here. But first, there's more breaking news. Now it is Boko Haram. They just released a new video showing prisoner beheadings. Now, that video is eerily similar to ISIS videos. So are the two vicious terror groups now officially working together? Fox News Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge joins us. Catherine.
Well, when you look at this new Boko Haram video, it really looks a lot like the propaganda we've seen coming out of Iraq and Syria. It has that same slick quality and some of the same sound effects, like the beating heart and the heavy breathing just prior to the execution. But when you talk to U.S. intelligence officials, what they'll say at this point is that Boko Haram is engaged in sort of this serious form of flattery, this kind of imitation.
What difference does it make? I mean, like right. whether one's copying or whether they've joined?
Well, the key difference is whether there is what intelligence officials would call tactical coordination, which is a fancy way of saying that they're talking to each other and they're trying to synchronize their activities. They have not seen this yet, but I would also argue we don't have the most terrific intelligence on the ground either.
Not to mention the fact that they thought that, at least I think they advised the president with JV in January. I assume the intelligence committee did that, the community did that. All right, what about Libya?
The big headline with Libya, based on our reporting, is that at least a dozen ISIS members from Iraq and Syria have, at least in the short term, relocated to Libya. And Libya has really become a safe haven or base of support for ISIS in Iraq and Syria. So these training camps for IS fighters, and then also this sort of recruit pipeline into that country. And that's important because when you look at other videos coming out of eastern Libya, Benghazi, Sirte, as well as Misrata, what you see is that there are half a dozen groups there now operating as a safe haven. And one of our contacts said that if there's another 9/11, you can probably bet it's going to be hatched out of Libya itself.
Anyway, Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.